So we know, because we've been watching it for a while now, that the southern border is a serious, serious issue in this country, correct?
Yes.
There's been more migrants that have come over in the Biden administration than I believe the history of the country at this point.
Yep.
It's up to like 7.5 million since his administration took over.
Literally
how much
hundreds
is
of
crime
thousands
increase? Just
every year.
This is
Every month. It's
every
hundreds of
month.
thousands.
Yes, it's every month. And remind everybody that the population of the United States is just over 350,000. Yeah, actually, we got the technology.
The
Let's
United
just pull it up.
States, 330 million.
330 million.
Why don't you give that a Google?
7.5 million illegals coming into the country is more than 2% of the population of the United States.
So that's in 4 years.
That's a real big. It's a real big number. It's a massive influx, right? And everybody in the Biden administration has insisted since they came in that it's not really an issue. It's not that big a problem. Everybody that comes in is getting released with a court date. Some of the court dates stretching out to 2028 because our immigration courts are so backed up, and we're not designed to be an open border society where anybody can just come in. Mind you, I should caveat that number is also the ones that they know of.
Yeah.
Right.
To include people that they picked up, the gotaways, but they have no idea the ones they don't know about. You don't know what you don't know.
It's secretive for a reason.
Indeed. But this whole thing has become such a massive issue. Texas has activated their own National Guard to get down there and put up razor wire around the Rio Grande River.
Because it's getting torn down, right? Like it'll get torn down by whatever coyotes or migrants that are coming across. And then,
Better.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
We'll get there.
Don't crush me even worse.
So generally what happens here is I probably should have just organized these at some point. The Texas government will go down there with their National Guard and put up a bunch of razor wire. And then the federal Border Patrol will go cut the razor wire.
Why?
Because they want to allow migrants into the country without it's inhumane to be putting up razor wire is what they say, and so it's not allowed to happen. There's some videos.
I think that it's inhumane to make people walk through razor wire. I don't think that it's inhumane to put up razor wire as a deterrent, as a barrier to stop people from going through a place you don't want them to go to.
But see, the problem is, Donovan, is if you put up the razor wire, you're assuming that stops them, when in reality it does not. So I'm just going to give me a second here to pull up all these things, because some of them are from the last show.
We're just both sitting here in
Some of them
amazement
are
of you.
Dude, I'm watching that bean flicker fucking.
It is a beat flicker, isn't it?
I hit up the comments while you're doing that. Kevin
Please.
said, none of us are old enough to remember
Kevin's
a world.
firing off.
Dude, Kevin is dumb fire, I'm telling you. None of us are old enough to remember a world without America being the world police. We get cheap goods because of our military protecting trade. Yeah, if we stop, we have to be prepared to produce things here and stop being so dependent on other
Which we should
countries.
be
Shout
anyways.
out, absolutely. Milton Friedman said, God damn it, I love you, Kevin. Milton Friedman said that immigration is fine if there is no welfare state. Would this many people be coming if there wasn't a welfare state set up to give them free shit? I don't think so. If immigrants had no shelter, food, water, or medical care waiting for them, would they still come?
No.
Likely not.
No.
But we have a.
I don't think so. Stop the welfare state and illegal immigration will slow or stop. And Kevin is not wrong, right? As far, I mean,
It helps.
any hammers right at like the freedom and liberty aspects of it. Then, as far as those things are concerned, that is the times in which illegal immigration becomes a freedom and liberty concern, is when your money and your assets are being stolen from you to fund programs that you don't get to benefit from and drive people here whose aim in part is to benefit from those very programs that are being stolen from you. This is when this becomes a large issue and it impacts your life directly, even if you don't live on the border states. Then that doesn't mention the people who do live on the border states, who are seeing the active crime, who are seeing the upticks and all these different things, who are having the immediate effects of the border crossings. So there's at the very base level, it impacts your freedom and liberty because there is a tertiary group of people who are profiting from your stolen money. this is a problem. This is not good. And for the federal government to incentivize people to continue to do that is a problem.
For sure. All right, so I found the clips that I wanted to bring up. This is a member of the Texas National Guard deploying some razor wire along the border.
It's quite the spool.
Sick cries,
it's
bro.
the spool. And look how he deploys. Shah! There you go. And then there it is. And you're just kind of fucking done, right? Cool. Put up some razor wire. People are going to come through. Until, of course, the goddamn feds come in and start cutting that shit so that they can bring up the migrants waiting
There's
on the other
migrants at the
side.
bottom.
Dude, I just want
Yes.
to see National Guard dudes and fucking Border Patrol flashing heads.
That's the concern.
That just made my tummy tingle.
In general. Just internal shit, bro. Right.
And now they're tossing
then
the
the
rope down?
taxpayers
Yes.
are just like, what the fuck are we doing right
Yeah.
now?
I don't. Okay.
This is what's happening.
Fuck me if I'm
I
wrong.
will say,
right?
Border Patrol has cooler colors. Ranger green all the way. Let's
For sure.
Fuck me if I'm wrong,
Down with
right?
that.
But the point
Fuck
of
you
Border
anyways.
Patrol is to secure the border, correct? Isn't that supposed to be the point? That's my understanding of
Okay,
what
so-
Border Patrol does. Is that they're supposed to be
They're just
deterring
fucking
people
enforcing
from
whatever
illegally
agenda
crossing
they're
the
pointed
border.
to. Any agenda they're pointed to. They're
This
just,
is correct.
Yeah.
The Border Patrol's original mission would be to protect the border and to deter anybody from coming across. That
When it
it's
was
not supposed to be,
originated.
right?
and process
Yeah.
legitimate
But
asylum
now-
requests and whatnot.
Yeah. But now, essentially, if fucking Mayorkas, the head of DHS, who is ultimately in charge of the Border Patrol, says,
Yep.
no, the new policy is to let people in, give them court dates to come back or whatever it is, then that's what they do.
Yep.
They don't do...
It all depends
They
on
don't,
the
they don't push
administration.
back anymore. It just
Right.
depends on, what they're told
What
by
they-
their bosses.
They're mindless drones. You know?
These are the nameless, faceless gray suits that make
Green
up
suits.
Washington, except these are on the border in fucking green, olive drab uniforms. It's the same shit.
Which is drip.
It is true.
That's
It
drip.
is drip.
Ranger green all the way.
What they're doing is not Riz. This is bad Riz.
This is bad
Bad
Riz.
Bad Riz, but they got
Bad
the drip.
Riz. They got the
See,
drip.
I got my nomenclature down.
Yeah,
You
you're
got
trying
it,
to-
Colin. Let's
We did
go.
it! Yes!
You're trying to bed the people of the United States.
The old
That's not the way to
man,
do
the
it.
old man has finally crossed the finish line.
There you go. Oh, this bitch.
Green Jean-Pierre is the worst.
Corinne Jean-Pierre?
Corinne Jean-Pierre. But yeah, what we're looking at,
God damn.
there's just an endless. When you try to picture what 7.5 million people coming into the country looks like over the course of a few years, this is what it looks like. A constant flow. And mind you, these are not showing. I think I have another video in here that'll come out, but like these people all look like they're coming from the south of the border, right?
Yeah.
They're all from one of those
think that's
places
safe
down
to
there, right? So, but they're not the only people coming in to the border.
There's mad Asians coming in from the southern border.
Asians,
there's
Muslims.
There's a lot of Chinese. There's a lot of Africans that are
Tons of
coming
African
through.
people coming from like Ghana and shit.
Yes.
As I told you when I was watching those Fox News clips, that I was like, I'm uncomfortable with the way this is being done.
Yes.
But they were doing that shit, and they just had, where groups were coming in through the border, they were being let in through the gate. And did you know that in the wall that they built with the slats,
Those
it
gates.
opens up.
Yeah.
There's a gate in it, and you can open it and let
Multiple
people through.
gates.
I didn't know that because to me a wall doesn't
It's a
have
wall.
a gate in it, but
It's a solid wall.
it's a wall.
Should be.
wall.
But there are gates in it, and you can open them up. And so I was watching the Fox News clip, and yeah, they're standing at one of these gates, and they open it up, and they let whatever 50
Let 'em
people
in.
through, 20 people through, and then they close it up again, and then they do whatever they're doing. So the people from Fox News are asking all these people, where are you from, where are you from, where are you from? A couple of them from like South America, different Guatemala, different countries down there. But then, yeah, a bunch of dudes are like, I'm from Somalia, I'm from Ghana, I'm
Yep.
from fucking, what are you doing here? What's going on here?
Yeah.
Hey, you came from the Mexican border,
That's
right?
a fucking trek,
You're
dude.
from fucking Africa?
And
What
this
the fuck is going on
And
here?
this is no hate to Mexican people. Like I've worked with Mexican people a lot.
Oh, for sure.
growing up, bro. And
They make me feel like
fucking
a bitch.
yeah, exactly, dude. My favorite coworker ever. His name's Joel. Straight from Mexico, came over legally, all that. Hardest working fucking dude in that I've ever fucking met, man.
Sure.
He worked with us in the winter while he's building his own landscaping company. He has now built up his landscaping company to the point where he doesn't need to work with the old company I was with.
Mm-hmm.
He's a fucking amazing guy. He's raising beautiful kids. He has a beautiful family. He's an amazing person. but he did it. He came over the right way.
Yep. Oh yeah.
You know, and dude, he's the most fucking racist towards Mexican person I know, because
Usually
fucking
they are.
he flips the fuck out about illegal immigrants,
Oh,
bro.
yeah.
He's like, dude, I fucking did it the right way.
Yeah.
Wait, I'm sorry, I'm probably yelling too
My
much.
entire my future ex-wife and all her family came over legally from Ecuador, and they are all. I mean, there was her middle brother had to wait 13 years to come over here.
Yeah.
13 fucking years.
Yeah.
Her and her dad immigrated up here when they could, because he could bring somebody with him, and so he brought the daughter, and the mom still had to wait another year. So the two of them lived in New York City by themselves, while her dad was working like 3 jobs at a time just to be able to afford a studio apartment.
She's going to school.
Yes,
yeah.
and she's going to school and all this shit.
They are amazing
It's
people. There's
wild.
no
And
doubt about that.
You talk to those people, they fucking despise
Yes.
illegal immigrants, because they're like, no, bitch. We left our very upper middle class lifestyle in Ecuador to come up here where they were instantly in poverty,
Yeah.
just because they thought it would make a better life for their daughter.
Yeah.
And then it took, I think, a total of 15 years to get the rest of their family up here
Yeah.
legally.
Right.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Dude, they're amazing people.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Work ethic out the ass.
That's I almost
Yeah.
preface this.
I got a problem with brown people. I really, really like them.
Right, that's right, dude.
I don't care.
Absolutely.
I don't care where you came from.
Absolutely, bro.
Brown people are pretty dope.
They
Some
work-
of my best friends are brown people,
Dude,
man. They're just the best.
I have fucking brown family. They're fucking amazing, dog.
I almost prefaced this segment, but we've talked about it so many times. I almost prefaced it with like, safe to say, none of us have an issue with immigration. The issue is not people coming here. That's we all, especially as fucking people,
The way they're getting here.
accept and understand. This is how this country was built.
It's a
Literally, people
fucking
coming
country
here from
built on
That's
somewhere.
how we all got here.
It's a
More or
country
less.
built on immigration.
That's the whole point. There was a cap at a certain point when the country was established. You have to go through the process to come here. Even if it is put your name in the book and we'll give you a new name if it's too fucked up and not American enough.
Which is a little messed up.
fucked up.
It's wild. It's wild. It's a thing we did.
Word, but we don't
there's-
do it anymore.
But there's always been a system in which we required these people to go through,
Yeah.
and then you're good. Hit the barriers, you're good to go. You know.
We might ask you to sign up for the Civil War the minute you get off the boat from Ireland, but you're welcome.
You're part of America. You're an American now. This is
Get
what we
down
did.
and fight in the war.
So it's just a silly. These conversations get easily clipped out and like, these people are fucking racist.
Oh,
you know?
dude,
But
yeah.
Opus is going to do me dirty. I see it.
I can't be racist. I have black family.
There you go.
I'm Mexican, who I present white, and people don't like that at all. You
Present
know?
white.
That's the leftist language that I present white.
May I go take a
No.
pee real fast?
Yeah, you're fine.
Okay. You don't get to see how the migrants get through the razor wire then.
I'll stop for a second.
So they come up
That's
multiple
tactics.
ways.
That's tactics.
Most of the time they'll go over top and they'll just put
That little
clothes on top of there. Yeah, and she gets a little too out ahead of her skis at one point, and she has to come back because that kid would die. If she's got no idea really what's going on. This is fucking terrible. Sorry, grab bag's coming up soon.
I love kids so much. It's just crazy.
They're so innocent, man.
They're amazing.
You know?
So-
Now she's in
I
there.
can't wait till I start my
It's fucked that this is happening, and it's fucked that we're allowing people to subject themselves
Yeah.
to these situations.
Yeah.
Like I know.
And this is the argument about open borders.
We can argue all day about, fuck, well, we shouldn't put the razor wire there. And I don't, whatever, right? I'm not trying to deep
I'm
down.
not
like,
saying anything like, I'm just
No,
saying,
no, no,
seeing
I
the
just-
little girl go through that.
That's rough,
and
man.
that's what I'm saying. Is
my
that
heart.
that's precisely what I'm saying. Is that I'm not trying to get down and argue about the individual policy of should we do this, should we not do this. We shouldn't be subjugating people to a scenario in which they're crawling with a child underneath fucking razor wire.
Yep.
This,
It's
regardless of how you want to approach that situation and fix it, this is not a situation people should be in to cross an imaginary fucking line into a different place.
Word.
This is not a thing that we should be allowing to happen when we're claiming that we love human beings and democracy and freedom and all the shit so much. I don't.
Yeah.
But this is what we're cool with, But this is what we're like. the fuck out of here.
You know,
dude,
like
you
we're
know?
sending all this fucking money to Ukraine. Why can't we send this money to fucking Mexico and help them build up a better nation?
Let's not act like
Oh,
yes.
there's
Let's not
a
act
fucking
like
idea.
I'm sorry. Did I bring up a hot topic? My bad.
Let's not act like forcing people to cross hundreds of miles of fucking desert to come to a different place is the only option we have. We'll just let them all come to America. This is not the solution.
Yeah.
That's not the way to fix things.
Dude,
the
especially-
country only gets so big. There's only so many places for people to live when they have nothing when they come here.
Yeah.
You can't have nothing and go and live in fucking Seabeck. You know,
Yeah.
it doesn't work that way.
No.
You have to live in a town where the people are. You have to live in a place. That's how it works.
Dude, if fucking Mexico could operate just like Japan, given the right assistance, no doubt about that. They would
What do you
just
mean?
the work ethic that they have down there and
yes.
everything.
Oh, yes.
Dude, like they would.
Salarymen, dude.
Yeah,
Yes.
they would be level with Japan because
Yeah.
Japan's fucking amazing with
Right.
Wild.
It's
manufacturing,
not like
work ethic
Oh, yeah.
and whatnot. But because they're given such shit cards because they get no fucking help.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
it's
dude,
certainly
like the automotive industry, a lot of fucking goddamn parts come from Mexico.
Yep.
Why can't we help them more? That's a huge part. It's
Yes.
such bullshit.
Yep.
Oh, no, we'll go piss money away in Ukraine.
Yeah. Why don't you go piss? We'll
I'm a
carry
piss.
on.
Thank you.
This will continue when you come back
Okay.
because it's tough down there.
Welcome to the south of the streets.